Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Brad, you're walking on water. You are Beer Jesus.
I'm the Beer Jesus. I just want to say, this is probably one of the best experiences of my life.
For the last 7 years, Brad and I have been travelling the world hunting down the best breweries and beers, as well as searching out the most amazing places to enjoy them.
Drink it in!
We've met homebrewers in the Arctic to help judge at their beer competitions. We've witnessed the pure insanity of China's own Oktoberfest. We've got lost deep inside the mazes that make up Czechia's lager cellars. We've travelled halfway around the globe just to taste the best IPAs fresh at source, and lots more besides. These adventures have taught us amazing things about beer, brewing, people and the environment, and how they all come together to create a culture we've fallen in love with. So join us as we explore the world through the medium of beer. Meeting master brewers, digging into beer history, brewing collaborations, and trying to act sober against all the odds. Through our travel documentaries, beer school episodes and sofa sessions, we'll teach you everything you need to know to enjoy beer at its best, and to appreciate the wonder that is the world's favourite alcoholic drink. We're here to show you that at the end of a long day, all you need is love and beer. Welcome to the Craft Beer Channel. It's Friday, it's 5 p.m. Well, actually it's 6:11, but it's a... That wouldn't have made us catchy a podcast title. So we are broadcasting this episode live from the London Craft Beer Festival onto YouTube's, because I forgot to reconnect the Facebook account this morning. So just YouTube's today.
Just the YouTube.
Just the YouTube's. And we are here at the talks and tastings. I've been calling it a horseshoe.
We're at London Craft Beer Festival.
Have I not mentioned that?
No.
Good. The chaos has begun immediately. Yeah, so we're at London Craft Beer Festival, one of the biggest and best craft beer festivals in the UK. I've been hosting talks all of this afternoon.
I've been lying on my sofa stretched out
Go
because
on.
I've done my back.
Oh, right.
So I haven't been hosting.
I
didn't get asked to host anything, but, you know, it's all good.
Well, you're hosting this.
I am host. Well, you're host. Yeah, we're co-hosted.
Anyone at home, I like the idea that people think you're prone now, just laid on the floor.
Can I be?
Yeah, I mean, if you can drink like that, then yes.
I haven't quite figured that out.
No.
I've got to 40 years old without figuring out how to drink horizontally.
I think humanity would be in real trouble if we figured out how to do that. Actually, the answer is a
straws.
Yeah, we just figured that one
Bendy
out.
straw.
Did you say
said
that?
straws.
So you were way ahead of us. So, by the way, there's an audience today.
Wow, it sounds like there's actually 5 people here right now, but that sounded really impressive.
He said 500.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, there we go. Majority women right now. So
yeah.
I wish that were true of all of our videos as well in terms of audience, but not yet. So we're at LCBF and we thought it would be a great opportunity for us to try doing more video podcasts, but also more live podcasts. And it's probably going to be a great reason why we won't do it again. So the plan for this evening is, for the next sort of 40 minutes, is to drink some beers from the festival, from the Raise the Bar stand, which is the stand where small breweries, less than 5 years old, have won the chance to pour at all of the festivals run by this company: Manchester Craft Beer Festival, London Craft Beer Festival, and Bristol Craft Beer Festival. So we're going to taste some beers from 2 of those breweries. And also, thankfully, just before we started, I think seeing that we were struggling a bit with the tech side, our wonderful sponsors, Malt Miller, and specifically Reiki from the Malt Miller, brought us some schnitz.
Can I just say, just to divert slightly,
You're going to
I'm going to divert to Bad Boys 2, right? Martin Lawrence says to Will Smith, shit's about to get real. But I'm saying to you, schnit's about to get real, Johnny.
When you have to set up a joke like that, it's always funnier.
Right?
I've always thought
That's what I think.
Yeah.
If I was lying horizontal, that'd be even better, right?
It would have been. It would have
Okay.
been. I mean, you've literally brought 3 people to the party.
Yeah.
So maybe more Bad Boys 2 references?
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I think
good.
it's probably in Bad Boys 1 as well.
It's a good note.
Felt like saying Bad Boys 2 was even more niche.
Okay, back on the rails.
Somebody said
rails.
already, they said, is that Matt Berry? Is that Matt Berry's twin or something? What's wrong? Me?
Are you Matt Berry?
I don't know. I'm
He
guessing
looks
so.
nothing like Matt Berry.
I once followed Matt Berry around the underground system because I'm a big fan. And I spotted him on a train.
Did you just follow him or did you like say hello?
Well, I was going to say hello, but then I thought it was really weird, so I thought I'd just follow him for a bit.
Right, okay.
And then I thought, this is even weirder, so
I
I better stop.
got followed at my local Sainsbury's last week. I was doing a shop.
By the security guard,
by
yeah?
a security
You
guard,
look
yeah.
too dodgy.
I just forgotten to pay.
You look well dodgy. Do you have that big jacket on with all the pockets?
Yeah, I mean, it's bulging, but for
Yeah,
other reasons.
yeah.
A guy was following me. I had my trolley. I was on the way out. I had paid. And a guy was following me. And I sort of clocked him over my shoulder. And I thought he was a bit threatening. He kept waving like this. And eventually, he nearly caused me to get run over because I was looking over my shoulder, like trying to avoid him. So I stopped and took my headphones off, about to be like, what's up? And he just went, I just want to let you know I'm a big fan.
Oh, okay.
So then I shook his hand in the middle of the road and we went our separate ways. He never
Sounds
said who he
dangerous.
was. He didn't say whether it was Craft Beer Channel. He could have just thought I shopped really well.
He liked your jacket with all the pockets. That's what it was. It's like, I like the cut of your jib.
Just a very blatant shoplifter. That's what he respected. Right, so if you don't know what the Friday 5 p.m. is, does anybody not know what the Friday 5 p.m. is and just found themselves sat here?
Thank you.
Lots of you. Okay.
Thank you and sorry.
Right, so this is a podcast. It's ostensibly a beer podcast, or at least that's how it started. And within 5 minutes of the first podcast, Brad turned it into a movie podcast. So that's mostly what we talk about here.
Pretty much.
But this is an offshoot of the Craft Beer Channel. Yeah, flip the table and she's out. So we're going to try and wrestle this back into the process that we usually have when we do the Friday 5 p.m., which is actually to talk about beer and talk about what we've been doing this week on the Craft Beer Channel. So we didn't actually have an upload on the Craft Beer Channel this week. This is going so well. Because we were in Stockholm.
We've been all over the place, Johnny, but certainly at the start of the week, we were in Sweden.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday. I'm not going to say 48 hours. It was under 48 hours. We fitted in a lot.
I think we just hit 40.
Yeah. Do you reckon?
Just as the plane
Just
took
hit
off.
40.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
It was great.
Yeah, we were in Stockholm. We were at Omnipoyo's church. If you don't know, Omnipoyo brew now themselves in an old church in the suburbs of Stockholm, and we were there brewing a beer with them. It's our 10th anniversary, 10 years of making nonsense on YouTube. Thank you. So we're having a festival. It's now sold out. This would have been a good opportunity to
sell
plug
some
the festival.
tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's now sold out. But if it's nice weather, we're going to open up the garden and bring more people in.
It's not in our house. You just said garden as if like it's in our back garden.
The
or
beer
something.
garden.
We don't live together. It's not in our garden.
And my garden wouldn't fit many
No.
people.
300 people.
Yeah, 300 people are coming.
Not Spartans, just... Well, maybe some of them are
could go that way.
Spartans.
And so we've been brewing 10 collaborations for the 10 years. Initially, it was going to be 4.
Yeah.
And then I think lots of people said they'd like to do it, and we got to about 6. And
Why
then
did we think 4 was a good amount?
I think
more manageable?
I think it's because they had 2 Lindas at the venue.
Oh, right. That makes
we
sense.
could literally pour
Yeah.
4 extra beers. So, we were brewing a pastry stout with Omnipoyo. I keep saying Omnipoyo. That's because that's what they say. But the other half of the brewery say Omnipoyo and half of them say Omnipolo.
I'm Omnipoyo.
You're on the Poyo side. Omnipolo.
Can we have a show of hands?
Okay, great. I thought it was going that way. Poyo. Who says Omnipoyo? Okay, there's 3 of us. 4 of us.
Did you say Omnipoyo?
I've already forgotten, Bradley.
Omnipoyo.
Yeah, that was 3.
Oh.
An Omnipolo for everybody else, I guess.
Okay.
Does anybody have a different pronunciation thinking about it? No, that would be ridiculous. So anyway, we were brewing a pastry stout. It's called Brad's Breakfast.
Brad's breakfast. I'm Brad.
Sorry, but Brad, Jonny, nice to meet you all. It's got cinnamon, vanilla, and Brazilian coffee. We went to a coffee place to select the coffee.
Yeah.
How much? What's the most you've ever paid for like a cup of coffee? £4? 5? Where were you for a fiver? Just. All right. Is coffee cheap in Swindon? I wonder why. So we went to this place called Standout Coffee that only roasts and stocks coffees that have been used in the World Barista Championships. And he showed us a coffee.
Ooh.
And 100 grams of one of his, I think it was a geisha coffee.
Yeah, it was geisha.
I don't know what a geisha coffee is. For 100 grams. So if you're doing a pour over, that's like 40 quid a cup.
That sounds very expensive.
That's Driefonteinen per mil kind
of
of
prices. The way that
prices.
the guy talks about it, I got a real shady drug dealer vibe off of him. It's all about the grams and the kilograms. And I was like, this guy is, he's up to some shady coffee shit.
He doesn't need to be. If you're getting
70, he's in 70 countries around the world. His e-commerce business.
Yeah.
E-commerce.
E-commerce entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
It's telling that somebody who runs a limited company doesn't know how to spell, how to say that, or how to say. So that's what we were doing this week. We also went to Annapoya's Hat. If you've never been to Stockholm, amazing beer town. Went to the Stigbaguettes bar and Zum Weierstefan, I think it was called.
Zum Weierstefan.
Which is an amazing German bar with like loads of really rare Bamberg. Well, not really rare because it's pretty common in Bamberg, but it doesn't escape Bamberg.
We had a little sort of, it's quite a big tray of sausage, a sausage platter with
You didn't
sauerkraut.
like the small sausage.
I didn't like the small
sausages.
You made me eat yours. Don't go there, Jonny. Don't go there.
Small sausage and sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, sausage, a beer each, £70.
Yeah.
£70.
Makes the coffee look pretty good value, actually.
Yeah.
Because those small sausages were gnarly.
I reckon I could probably extract some major coffee out of those geisha beans. Probably, I could get a few cups out of them. Maybe.
So what do you mean?
I don't know. You're
just
pouring,
make
right?
more weaker coffee, right? Okay, I'm with you.
Like
the beer's all right.
Bag style.
Right, so that's what we did. I thought we'd tell that story and it would be a little bit quicker. Can I pour some beer for anybody?
Yeah, free beer.
We're going to need another vote here.
All the beer's free though, Jonny. So hopefully they won't leave once they work that out. But the beer is free everywhere.
The beer is free. So do we want? I'm going to keep it simple: the red one or the yellow one. Wow. Okay. Overwhelming.
That was red.
Bradley, do you want to let us know what's happening in the comments while I quickly pour some beer?
Give it a go. My phone.
Hands in the air for beer.
Hopefully the live stream is looking okay. We are running off of Jonny's 5G future phone, and I'm on a 4G, seriously old iPhone, trying to read comments here. The Kentish Pilgrim said polo is chicken in Spanish. Omnipollo equals all chickens. It's a fair point. I mean, that's how I think about the pronunciation. All chickens. Mersey Bear said, I think Jonny and Brad do live together and sleep in the same bed like Bert and Ernie. I can confirm that we have slept in the same bed years ago before we became a slightly profitable e-commerce company. But we now have separate rooms whenever we go away. The hotel was quite nice, wasn't it, in Stockholm this time? Or outside of Stockholm?
Sundberg.
Yeah,
something.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
Last time we went there, it was bloody horrible.
Yeah, I booked a horror show hotel. We once stayed in a place in New Hampshire where I literally put a chair against the door handle. Because we went in, it was trolls all over the...
No, bunnies.
Bunnies?
Bunnies.
Why are they trolls in my head?
Don't know. It was bunny rabbits, mate. It was really weird.
That's almost creepy.
It's like Donnie Darko shit. Bunny rabbits made out of balloons, paper mache, giant sort of fluffed animals.
It was not amazing.
Are we not drinking the red?
Well, I haven't finished my bud.
No, neither have I. Are we going to drink half a litre of it, are we?
So the beer that we're drinking, I just poured it for people who It's literally their beer. But so this is Acid Monster from Little Monster.
Good name.
It's
Good
a raspberry and thyme, raspberry, lemon, and lemon pepper. And lots of love went into this particular brew.
Nice. Is this a Raise the Bar beer? Cool. So that's pretty cool. We're in the sort of Raise the Bar area, aren't we, Johnny?
We are. So yeah, so this is from Little Monster, who won the competition to pour the beer alongside another beer we're going to be drinking from Sure Shot, along with Holy Goat, who make fantastic wild ales, and Two Flints, one of my favourite new breweries, making fantastic beer just west of London. Lots of great West Coast IPAs. Had a great Keller Pils from them. Magic stuff.
Are you called Little Monster? Is that a David Bowie reference? Okay.
Right.
Cool. Fair enough. Nice. I think there's a song called Little Monster in there, David Bowie.
Little monsters. Scary monsters.
Oh dear.
That's your other favourite artist, Brad.
Now I'm showing my allegiances.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's lovely and fresh and a little bit of tannic, oily.
I think what I've done is I've put the words from one song into the sort of tune of another. Little Wonder, I think, or something is the song I'm thinking of, and I put Little Monsters. It's not a very good era of David Bowie. It's 90s David Bowie. I can't remember what the tune is exactly, but Little Wonder.
Right.
I'm trying to claw it back.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. That's a great tune.
Definitely not. I'm talking about 90s David Bowie when he was hanging around with Trent Reznor and shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why were they friends?
In the 90s.
What?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more? Or is that where this conversation... Because I'm going to have to Google that after this.
I can't remember. There's like an album which is like industrially sounding. And that's Trent Reznor sort of influence.
The more you know.
I love Nine Inch Nails, by the way, but I'm not a fan of that album.
It's an unlikely collaboration.
They're both free thinkers, man. David was a comedian, wasn't he? You know, David was a comedian.
This is not the first time we've started doing impressions of David Bowie on this podcast.
We're losing the crowd.
We're
losing the crowd, Johnny.
Yeah.
Let's get back to beer.
No, they're long gone. So on Thursday, then, we were filming with the Brewers Association. So everybody here, the Brewers Association have a bar with lots of amazing American beer on, and we were filming with them to help them tell the story of the impact of American craft beer on the world.
Yes.
And we went to 4 breweries in one day and witnessed brews at each of them. So we are responsible. So the BA came to us and said, we want to tell this story. And I said, right, this is the way we do it. So we briefed the BA to get all of these breweries to come over and brew classic American styles of beer. So in about a month's time, London is going to be awash with California Commons, cream ales. What else did we see? We saw American Brown. Sour. And a kettle sour prickly pear.
Prickly pear, that was it.
Prickly pear. So we're bringing the styles back to London, and you can try lots of the amazing. So we went to Virginia Beer Co, 903 DC Brow, and so usually I have notes on my phone, but we're literally streaming this live stream off of my phone. So my phone is over there with my notes on. So there was
Bold Mariner.
Bold Mariner.
Plucked out of somewhere in
there
the back
you go.
Of my brain.
Usually you struggle for things that happened 24 hours ago.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You've plucked that out. That's amazing.
Yeah, there you go. Save the day.
What do people think of this beer? I've turned to the people that have quite a lot of stake in it. What do you think of the beer, sir? It's thumbs up. It's good. Madam next door? What are you getting?
Savory notes.
Could be the lemon pepper. It's certainly not the right glassware for this game.
I think it's perfect.
Is it?
I want some more.
There we go. What are the comments saying?
You're asking a dyslexic man to read a bit too
Right.
fast. James Kyo said, Brad could derail himself in an empty room. Legend. This is true. Not the legend bit, but I can derail pretty much anything. Mr. Rougelot, one of our top commenters, who we love, Mr. Rougelot. I love how Brad is able to derail live. On record, at home, on stage, anywhere.
Can I just say,
we
have business meetings at the Craft Beer Channel where we discuss serious things like how little money we have.
Yeah.
And the conversations are more Friday 5 p.m. than the Friday 5 p.m. podcast is. Because I don't think you like talking about how little money we have.
Is that
so? Mostly
is that a shout out for like Patreons?
Oh, it could be a Patreon plug.
I think it should be.
I was going to take it more like down to one of our favorite topics. Like, you'd have said, it reminds me of when Nicolas Cage was in this film where he had no money. That's literally how our finance discussions go.
I'm trying to think of a film. Nicolas Cage without any money in a film.
Leaving Las Vegas? Does he have much at the end of that?
I don't think he has much of anything at the end of that.
No. Spoiler alert.
That's too down on Nicolas Cage. Yeah. That's too much.
Well, I'm glad.
What about there's the film Pig, which I haven't seen. I really want to see it.
Tell us more.
He loses his pig. And the film is about that, I believe.
I just don't know what to believe with you anymore. Has anyone seen Pig?
Yeah,
it's about Nicolas Cage losing his pig.
A couple of years ago.
They're denying it.
Apparently it's a prize pig, and maybe someone snuffled it up because they wanted to eat it. Snuffled it, yeah.
How does that pitch?
Where's Nicolas Cage?
How does that film get made?
Nicolas Cage!
And we can't get a TV show. Oh no, I've answered my own question. Yeah. Okay. As ever, glad I brought up Nicolas Cage.
You're welcome.
So what I was hoping to do here, and it's already fatally flawed in that most of you, I assume, have arrived at 6 p.m. No? So some of you have arrived, pretty much sat down here, and my plan, I literally wrote in my notes, was ask people what their favourite beer of the festival has been.
Oh, that's a good shout. But everyone's just got here, so how would they know?
Yeah.
How would they?
Yonder watermelon crush. It's on Slushy. Stuart.
Naughty.
He's a naughty boy. We love Yonder. They make fantastic beer. And we will go try that. It's the right weather for slushies. I don't know about you. I've been in this room since 10 a.m. this morning, and I'm on my third T-shirt, genuinely. But I haven't actually really drunk. Keep up.
Are you wearing the merch?
I'm slowly working my way through the merch we got for sale.
Dirtying up the merch.
That hasn't actually happened today, but it has happened at other festivals where I've had to wear the merch.
Okay.
And do you know what?
Is it worth
Sold it at the next one.
Okay.
Yep. No, I'm joking. I think I'm joking. I'm not entirely sure where the T-shirt went. All I'm going to say is don't buy the black ones. Don't buy the black T-shirts. Certainly not in medium. If you're going small, large, or extra large, you're okay.
I got nothing to say.
When I did it, I told myself I'd never tell anyone. So I decided to do it live on YouTube with a podcast and a bunch of people listening here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're definitely washing it if you've done that, presumably. You're not putting it back in the box.
Well, no, because it would have gone back in my bag and then I'd have gone home.
So what you're saying is you've taken the merch and then you've just put it into your wardrobe. It's become part of your wardrobe.
Well, no, it hasn't. You're ambitious. It doesn't make it out of the wardrobe. The stuff from this goes in the bag and then it goes to the next festival.
Oh. No, Johnny.
And I do keep
Johnny.
I do keep my stuff and the other stuff apart, but I'm just not certain that would have happened in the melees.
I think we would know. It would definitely smell weird. Please don't not buy our merch because it doesn't.
It could be a niche.
That's a bit Japanese market, isn't it?
I reckon the guy in Sainsbury's might have gone for that.
I didn't want to go there, but that's a Japanese vending machine vibe for sure.
But On the Boyo had a vending machine. We're trying to get into shorts. So YouTube has shorts now, trying to compete with TikTok and all that kind of jazz that we don't do. So they've introduced shorts, and we're trying to do like short form content. This is our sponsor, Malt Miller.
Hero. Love you, man.
Keeping us in money and keeping us in beer. Bless you. And thank you, Radim, I guess, who poured that. Or did you pour them? Radim pulled it.
I haven't gone to see Radim yet because I know I'll just end up staying.
Yeah,
there.
you'll stay there. Yeah. So
But
we
Radim.
started doing shorts, and we've done 3 shorts so far. We tried to do a 4th at the vending machine at Omnipoyo, where you can buy T-shirts, growlers that you get filled up at the bar because you can't sell alcohol from the vending
Garbage
machine.
Pail Kids cards.
Right.
Randomly. I think I don't know if they're real ones or like Omnipoyo ones or something.
They're probably Omnipoyo ones. But so we were like, we're going to do our 4th short. We got all excited. Brad put his best Brad doing viral content voice on.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't accept our card. That's how little money we...
Computer said no. I don't think it's a money. It wasn't a money thing.
No, I think it was a foreign card thing.
Yeah. I wanted to hit it. Is that bad that I wanted to hit the vending machine?
You wanted to rock it and try and get the Mars bar.
In the end, I just got them to give me what I wanted out of the vending machine anyway.
Right.
Without buying it and just saying, give me that stuff. But that does not a short make. So it was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah. So we're not going to get any bigger than we are at 152,000 subs. Right. I've got to get ready for the next tasting, Bradley.
What, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. It's flown by.
Shit. Okay.
We've had a whale of a time.
We haven't even gone. Okay.
Is there something we haven't talked about?
I don't know. I haven't been able to go off on many tangents yet. But
what are you talking about? We went down the Bowie tangent.
A little
we
bit.
briefly talked about Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, true.
We talked for quite a while about why nobody should buy our merchandise, which I'm delighted about. That went to plan.
That's terrible. Yeah.
So I think we've mostly done the job.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm into it.
Also, it's tricky because we've actually been together for a long time.
It's only 6:30, Johnny. Why are we cracking it? Why are we finishing so early?
Well, because more. You're going to have to start feeding Brad things to derail. I was going to say feeding him topics, but that's not how Brad works. It's tell him something and he'll tell you something else.
Exactly. It's quid pro quo.
Quid. Yeah, quid pro quo. Well, we could tell them what we're doing next week.
Yeah, what we're doing next week. I want to know too.
So we're going to Hackney Brewery to brew a peach melba sour.
Yeah.
Then we're going to Elusive to brew a Mystique Golden Ale, or Mystic Golden Ale.
Beautiful.
Then we're going to Siren to brew a West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
Then we're going to Beak to brew a West Coast Pale.
I spoke to them earlier. They were like, "You're not coming next week," because I was like, "We're coming next week." And they were like, "No."
Sorry, which brewery?
Beak.
Oh.
They were like, "We're doing a massive clean down next week." I was like, "No, we're definitely coming next week." So I don't know if they're actually expecting us.
No, we're Thursday night.
Thursday.
But are you there Thursday day? But are you there Thursday day? Well, then come to Beak, where we'll be watching them clean and not brewing our collab. I mean, yeah, most of brewing is cleaning, but hopefully there will be some brewing.
Most of selling merch is dirtying, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, that's going to stay with me, that admission, isn't it? No, I'm very. They emailed me literally yesterday with the final recipe.
Okay, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
They just didn't seem to know what I was talking about at all.
No, the head brewer emailed me. This wasn't
the head brewer.
This is real.
Yeah.
This is happening. We're brewing a Simcoe West Coast Pale.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then we're off to Verdon. Is anybody from Cornwall? We're doing a pizza and beer matching, and we're brewing a collaboration New England IPA with Brew on hops.
I think we should have brewed something totally different from what they normally do.
Just turned up and said, let's do Lambic.
Yeah, Lambic.
And yeah. And then 3 years later, it'll be our 13th birthday.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll wait for it. Maybe we do that on the day.
There's
enough time to do 2 brews, right?
Yeah. I mean, Lambic's famously easy to do. 4-hour mash.
Sweet.
Infect your whole brew kit.
Talking of mashes, 10-hour mash on the Poyo.
10-hour boil.
10-hour boil.
4-hour mash.
Yeah.
10-hour boil.
They had to get Levi back off of holiday to cover.
Yeah, I felt bad about that.
For the boil.
Yeah.
Do you think they paid him for his holiday day?
I'm sure he got his money,
or something. Or he just came back in.
He was too happy to have not got his money. He was delighted to be in.
He looked real happy, didn't he? Yeah.
He couldn't wait to transfer a beer at 2 a.m.
It's probably a pretty sweet gig, isn't it, really?
Can I just say, so we've never done a live podcast before. It's probably showing. But what's interesting is that we can now see directly whether the conversation is going well or not. Because with a podcast, at best, I'm looking at you.
I'm not looking at anyone.
Oh,
I'm so shy, Johnny, that I feel way more comfortable talking over the phone than face-to-face. Eye contact and looking around the room.
But a couple of Budvars in, you really liven up.
I don't know. I'm still feeling pretty shy.
Huh.
But I guess it's okay. It's okay. Things could be worse.
Well, let's end this podcast on a high.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Love you too.
There we go. Right. No, genuinely, I do have to get the next session going. You're going to like the next session. Do you know what it is?
It's Anspach and Hob Day.
Anspach and Hob Day Porter tasting.
Yeah, I was just talking to my best buddy Jack.
Your beer of the year for 2022. We're about to do a tasting of it.
And another beer as well. I can't remember.
Are there two beers?
Yeah, it's
that's stuff I should know.
He just gave me some of the lime and something sour, which was tasting great.
There you go.
I don't know if that's what you guys.
Was it the Malden sea salt? Malden sea salt. Malden.
It was a goes. Yeah,
salty, yeah. I think it's the Malden sea salt collab.
A salty bad boy,
which is very exciting.
He gave me one of them to liven up. He's chopped all his hair off. We were talking about chopping hair off and all that.
Have you had a haircut?
Yeah, I've chopped my hair a bit. Yeah, I've got the Brad Bob reinstated.
You cut your own hair, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That amazes me because it looks so intentional.
I've got it in a bun at the minute, so you can't really see it. But
you haven't locked.
I've basically got a bob.
Right.
You know, my girlfriend calls it the Brad Bob.
Show us the.
I don't know what. Oh my! This has got a bit.
The people are chanting. Take it out, just for those at home.
What's it called anyway? It's not very long. I don't know how long it is.
Oh, look at that! Very long. It's like a L'Oreal advert.
It's like a sweaty, hairy man L'Oreal advert. He doesn't.
That smouldering look you just gave me as you did that.
Did I?
You know, when I was a teen, I wanted hair like that, but my hair was even frizzier than Brian May's, and I grew it so that when you stretched it, it went down to my nipple. Have you ever seen those photos?
Your nipple photos?
No.
Where you're stretching your hair out?
No, I didn't take a photo of me stretching it down to my nipples.
You've kept them away from me for some reason, Johnny. So hang on. Have I seen your photos where you're stretching your hair out to your nips?
I have hair. I don't have hair. Let's just be honest. I had
Not too harsh on the hair. You've got plenty of hair.
I had hair down to here.
Down there.
When I was about 20.
Good.
But I still had the receding hairline, and no one thought to say that's a terrible look. It's like I think even Bill Bailey at that age was like, no, this looks ridiculous. But I just embraced it.
You gotta go, man. Don't be down on your hair, man. You got good hair. You got good head of hair. You're a hairy, lovable man.
Are you talking about the hair on my head?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, man.
I'm not talking about your nip hair.
No.
Despite the fact how much you want to talk about it.
No, I did. I just want to show you a photo. I didn't want to talk about it.
Okay. Show me it later on, Johnny.
I should have ended this podcast back when I meant to. Jesus. So keep it loose.
We're doing a beer festival called Love and Beer, but you can't come because we sold it out. But if the weather's good, we're going to open up another 50 tickets. Yeah. Right?
We are. So you can join our mailing list if you go to our website. And join the waiting list for Love and Beer tickets.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I might join it.
Also, I should say that we can now confirm that if you can't come to the festival, you can watch the live show the week after. This has been a great advert for that, I'm sure. Where we're going to sell a 6-pack of the beer and our beautiful new glassware. And
that's nice.
You can drink along.
We've got some good glassware coming up.
We've got some great. I can't wait to announce it. We've shown it to our Patreons.
I've even purchased a life jacket. Good question.
An entire festival.
It's a very relevant. That's a clue to our new glass. So I purchased a life jacket. So make of that what you will. Not boating. I do like boating. It's not paddleboarding. I'm not sure I've got the core strength for paddleboarding. I wish.
To be honest, you're not going to get it because it's taken me a little while to remember the link, and he's told me about the life jacket before.
Yeah. And you know, it's an airline life jacket, Johnny. I bought it off a guy at a boot sale. It was well shady, and I was like, "Where did you get this?" And he looked really sheepish. And then I was like,
"You're like go to an air crash site and."
Well, I said, "What if someone fucking needs this?"
Wait. So there's like an EasyJet
Potentially.
where the life vest is under the seat of all but row 19C.
Maybe.
And somebody's going to be like...
Final Destination style. They're fucked if there's a plane's going down. They're supposed to check that every time, though, aren't they? I believe. I pay £1
I'm not sure they
for
do
it,
on
Johnny.
EasyJet.
£1. And it's still got the inflation device. £1 for that.
Are you going to wear it at Love and Beer?
Well, we're going to inflate it in...
we are going to? Because I was going
yeah.
to say, if you're not going to, I'm going to pull that.
We're going to inflate it in a sales pitch video to sell this this glassware. Yeah, it's going to be great.
I've gone from being incredibly skeptical to I've never been more on board.
Dude, we got to shoot 120 frames a second or higher. Maybe like Oppenheimer levels of frames per second to get me inflating this.
Can you shake your hair as we do it?
Yeah.
Like that?
I'm going to grow it real hard, make sure it's got some
You've
good
got
length.
like 6 weeks.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'm sure there's some kind of like horsehair drug or something you can take to really...
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Horsehair, like mane and tail or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it might lose the feeling
like
in your toes.
in, what's it called? Blades of Glory.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell uses horsehair shampoo, doesn't he?
There you go. That's what you need.
And we got to wrap up, haven't we?
Yeah, we do. I really do need to sort out this tasting. So, yeah, we're about to do an Anspatch and Hub Day tasting. Thank you so much for tolerating this. Thank you so much for tolerating this and joining us.
Hey! Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Big shout out to our sponsors, Malt Miller, for the beers and supporting whatever this is. And thanks to you at home for tuning in as well. This podcast will be live, for better or for worse, tomorrow on our actual podcast as well. So you can listen back and wonder why you listened the first time. I will still be here when you listen to that. I will be hosting more talks, and you'll be at home prone again.
Where do you sleep in the night time? Do you just crawl into one of the alcoves or something?
I'll just go under this table.
Right, nice.
I'll use the merchandise for a pillow and then still sell it.
Sweet. That's what people want.
And everything will be great.
Nice.
Right, anyway, this has been the Friday 5 p.m. It's been about as chaotic as I expected. You can't buy tickets to our festival, but you can see us next week. It's a lowbrow episode with Bradley next week.
Hey, that's exciting.
Testing
I
your
put my
favourite
back out doing a reshoot for that.
Yeah, I asked you to do a couple more shots, and that's when your back went out.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
Yeah.
So do join in on that. If you don't know the Craft Beer channel, just go to the Craft Beer channel on YouTube, and you can see Brad reviewing cool boxes.
Cool boxes.
Cool boxes.
Yeah.
And otherwise, to everybody at home and everyone here, have an amazing evening, an amazing weekend. We'll see you on Wednesday for cool boxes. Love.
And beer.
That's the first time we've done that. It worked.
Woo!